from the Bay Area's local news station. We begin now with breaking news.
And that breaking news story this morning, Oakland Mayor Sheng Thao has picked a new police chief. The mayor has appointed Floyd Mitchell to the job. He replaces Leronne Armstrong, who was fired more than a year ago. Mitchell was the former police chief in Lubbock, Texas, and in a statement this morning, Mayor Thao called Mitchell a strong leader and a smart crime fighter who delivers results. Mitchell began his career as an officer in Kansas City, Missouri. He spent 25 years there with that department. He's also a veteran of the U.S. Air Force, and he did release a statement this morning in which he said, in part, quote, "As Oakland's police chief, I look forward to working together with our residents, business owners, city leaders, and members of the Police Commission to build a stronger and safer Oakland." He goes on to say, "I am excited about the opportunity to meet the members of the police department, interact with all people who call this beautiful city home, and become an integral part of this special place."
And we just got reaction from the Oakland Police Officers Association about the naming of the new chief. Quote, "We are excited to welcome Chief Mitchell and look forward to a promising future. We are pleased that the uncertainty regarding the Oakland Chief of Police position has been resolved," because again, it has been about a year that Oakland has been without a top cop. And now with this, we have reaction too from those who've been waiting for a new chief, including Robert Harris with the Oakland NAACP.
As one of its executive members there, Mr. Harris, we appreciate your time with us this morning, and we're interested to hear your reaction now to this announcement of a new chief of police in Oakland. What were your first thoughts?
Well, we're very happy that the mayor decided to select a new police chief. That's so important that we have a police chief. While we don't know much about the chief, we look forward to working with Chief Mitchell to make certain that Oakland becomes a better place in which we all can live.
So the question becomes, how can he do that? What do you need? What do you see happening? There's a lot of talk about, the mayor said he was chosen because of his, she called it proactive policing and strong community engagement. So what does that look like? What do you think needs to be done?
Strong community engagement is so critical to effective police working. And we believe that if the police chief comes in, works with the community, gets the engagement of the community, that he will more than likely be very instrumental in helping Oakland move forward. And we look forward to that.
How do you envision he balances that delicate balancing act? We know that there are a number of new CHP officers that the governor has sent into Oakland to help fight crime. He wants to be proactive in that, in protecting the public, but we also have to balance that with protecting civil rights and liberties. So what would you like to see from him on that front?
Well, what we'd like to see from him is to ensure that constitutional policing continues in Oakland. And the CHP came in Oakland at the request of the NAACP. We met with the governor and we requested the governor bring them in. And now hopefully we will be in a situation so that the CHP, the county sheriff, and everybody can work together to make certain that Oakland is moving forward. That is the key. Oakland must move forward, and we're willing to work the NAACP in any way we can to ensure that that happens.
If you were going to rank the priorities that you'd like him to tackle first, I know we're dealing with retail theft on the rise. We're dealing with violent crime in some cases on the rise as well. Of the various issues that Oakland is dealing with and combating, what would you suggest he try to tackle first if he had to pick one?
The issue is obviously public safety. We must tackle the issue of public safety so that every citizen can feel safe walking the streets of Oakland. And that is so critical to our well-being.
Okay, so number one would be that police, but you said community engagement is important. A lot of times the trouble with public safety is, people are afraid to report a crime because they don't want it to get worse. And so, that's a balance too, as we're talking about that. How can he encourage people to participate?
Build that bridge.
And knowing that, there may be arrests that result and make them still feel safe.
Everybody, I think, in Oakland really wants to work with the police to make certain that there is community engagement. When you have real community engagement, people are not afraid to report crimes. And that's exactly where we want this community to end up. We want the community to feel that if a crime is committed, you should feel safe in reporting that crime. And when we get to that stage in our community, we will be at a stage which says that Oakland is in a position to reduce crime and is reducing crime. And that's exactly where we want to be.
And I'd imagine someday you envision a community where when somebody in the community sees the police, they run towards them and they're happy versus being afraid of them, because there's that angle as well where you want to feel, you know, that you don't have to be, you're safe from the police, you know?
And a lot of that,
equal treatment.
that repair work in that relationship does have to come from the side of police. We know that the department has been, you know, rocked with scandals in the past. And so there is some work to be done on both sides to try and get us to that utopian,
and that
future.
That is absolutely correct. It takes both sides working together. Policing in the community is so critical to our well-being. We want the Oakland Police Department to be engaged so that when people report crime, they feel safe in doing so. And I think that with the new police chief, we hope that he will establish a situation that allows that to happen. The NAACP believes firmly in cooperating with the police. And the NAACP also believes firmly in constitutional policing. Those two things must go together.
Yeah, trust. It's all about trust. Thank you so much. Appreciate it, and happy to give you some good news this morning.
We're happy to receive the good news, and we're looking forward to working with the new police chief.
Terrific.
All right,
Thank you.
Robert Harris, executive member of the Oakland chapter of the NAACP. We appreciate his time this morning.
All right, let's change gears. Right now it is Friday, so a lot of people are looking forward to the weekend. That's some good news. We do have a little storm on the way, Dave.
Yeah, you're going to have to dodge a few raindrops here and there. Good morning, Dave.
James and Daria, good morning. Good morning, everybody. And you'll be able to enjoy at least a good chunk of the day today, particularly if you're in the east and the south bay, before this rain line moves into the evening. Unfortunately for the evening commute, it'll be a bit on the sloppy side, coupled with the fact of we're looking at winds, too. Right now, this is the beauty shot we have of the East Bay shoreline, a mixed bag of sun and clouds. Looks like quite a nice clearing trying to develop up there, as you will notice. There's the low that we're watching, a little closer inspection. Nice little clear patch made its way across the bay, so we're getting some early sunshine that will add some instability, so we could even have potentially some thunder showers with this line even this evening. There's a look at the winds, pretty much calm to single digits. And as far as the breakdown today, we'll expect about 67 or so by 1 o'clock, at 4 at 65. Those are lofty numbers, by the way, because it's going to be cooler on the backside of all of this. And for the week ahead, more on that forecast in a bit. Right now, Raina standing by with a traffic update. Raina.
All right. Well, your bridges are looking fantastic on a Friday morning. We've been Friday light for most of our bridges. Our highway's a little busy. 9-minute ride into the city. No accidents on the Bay Bridge. Just under 14 minutes, 80 to 101 if you're taking the San Mateo Bridge currently. Richmond San Rafael Bridge, 8-minute ride. Golden Gate Bridge, 37 to the tolls, around 34 minutes. And let's check out some of those highways like the South Bay. 85 up to Menlo Park, around 33 minutes, down from 40. So you're making a really good time. Daria James, back to you.
Thanks a lot, Raina.
All right, now to some more developing news this morning. The driver who crashed her SUV into a bus stop in San Francisco's West Portal neighborhood, killing a family of 4, has been released from police custody.
KRON4's Rob Nesbitt takes a closer look at what's next.
Mary Fong Lau's lawyer says she did not suffer any major injuries like a broken bone from Saturday's crash. He also says the public seems to have a misunderstanding how legal proceedings work in a case like this, and that there's no wrong in his client being released from police custody. The pictures of the 4 victims who died because of Saturday's crash still hang on Ulloa Street in San Francisco, and visitors still walk to the growing memorial to pay their respects. Police arrested the driver, 78-year-old Mary Fong Lau, but her lawyer, Sam Geller, confirmed to KRON4 that she's been released from police custody and that no charges have been filed.
The fact is that this could just be a horrible tragedy that, had very horrible consequences, that is an accident without there being a crime.
San Francisco District Attorney Brooke Jenkins has asked for patience as investigators gather more information, saying toxicology results can take more than 30 days to obtain, and that it will also take time to go over the operating systems of the SUV Lau was driving.
She's grateful and appreciative of the fact that the DA's office, despite the potential public pressures, is conducting a thorough investigation to make a proper determination to get it right.
The youngest victim in the crash, 2-month-old Cauê Ramos Pinto de Oliveira, died at the hospital Wednesday. The executive director of Walk San Francisco, Jody Medeiros, released a statement saying in part, quote, "San Francisco grieves for this family. We are all far too vulnerable. Cars, trucks, and SUVs can become deadly weapons in an instant. Our city's leaders must step up to the all-too-real threat on our streets with new levels of commitment and in new ways." Walk San Francisco sent a letter to Mayor London Breed outlining the need for more decisive action with Vision Zero, a road safety policy with the goal of eliminating all traffic-related fatalities. Reporting in the newsroom, I'm Rob Nesbitt, KRON4 News.
And speaking of making the streets safer, today the SFMTA holds a public meeting on its No Turn on Red expansion project.
Yeah, that project aims at improving safety for pedestrians downtown. And KRON4's Will Tran is live in the city to explain how this is going to work. Will.
Here's what you can do now. You can come to this red light here, and this is off of Van Ness, just off of Market Street, right? Just right down the road, and they're focusing on this particular area. You can come here and you can make a right turn. What they want to do is implement 200 intersections in the north and south of Market areas to make it illegal that you have to do exactly what these cars are doing, that you have to stop and then wait for a green light before you make a red turn, because they want to cut down on pedestrian accidents. And they have a sample size that basically backs up their argument. Since 2021, they've installed 54 signs at the Tenderloin area that says no turn on red. And since then, they believe 92% of drivers have complied. And more importantly, the number of accidents have dramatically gone down. Let's talk to motorists this morning and pedestrians. Here's Jamie Parkin. Your thoughts on that? We live in a very busy world. Some people say if I can make a safe right turn, why not? Your thoughts on no turn on red?
Thanks, Will. As a pedestrian and a motorist, I work in San Francisco. I'm here 5 days a week. I think if folks can slow down for 30 to 60 seconds, then we should do it. I'm also a local risk manager, so to me, it's if we can save injuries and save lives. There have been times I've been in the intersection and I'm scared. I've also been behind vehicles that have made a right turn and haven't looked left first and have got hit.
So you're all for this?
Yeah.
Here's what you need to do. They want to hear your input. Just go to the SFMTA website, log on, and they want to hear your input, yay or nay on this. But it looks like it probably will be a done deal. It's a matter of, not a matter of if, but when. And it looks like the signs will be installed sometime later this year. Back to you.
Okay, thanks a lot, Will.
Time now is 9:12. We'll be right back.